Yeah. One other thing, if any Kendrick Lamar fans or anybody who knows like that community real well, I've been looking at Squabble Up and the lyrics, and I think there's a part in it where there's something to decode, but I can't find anybody on Reddit or anything that has decoded it yet. And I almost think that, like, because there's one part where the girls are dancing in front of the background that looks like one of the backgrounds my cousin took a picture with Drake with when she dated him. That background. And there's 5 girls. And in one part they do this, like this to the camera, 3 of them. And I thought, like, well, that's like when you're playing charades and it sounds like. And so I thought, well, maybe the lyrics that are being said there sounds like, I think Squabble Up is actually Lawyer Up. I gotta know why the one girl has 2 phones. What's with the cell phones? Didn't someone have a cell phone and they not like us when they're dancing in that the shipping container lot allegedly, you know, where that stock fell off the truck allegedly. And in Man in the Garden, there is a part where Kendrick whispers that I deserve all the love. Public service announcement. And he's right, he does deserve. King Kendrick deserves all the love for giving me Lawyer Up. Squabble Up, I mean. I need to know what he's saying in the video. Do we know? Can we get an official, like, the lyrics? Because quid pro quo, I'm trying to clock it. I'm trying to clock it, King Kendrick. What the court jester over here needs help.
0, all engine running. Liftoff, we have a liftoff.
This is Vlogmas, bitches.
Please stand by.
Crazy how many people love anime. I can see why they wouldn't like your shit. What? What?
Things about some of the mainstream ones. It's shocking how much spiritual imagery.
What the? I was doing research on how to title my vlog, and then I came across there is a community that thinks anime is satanic. Well, I mean, I mean, your animation is kind of satanic. Your animation seems like God. Like, you're just jealous because your animation. Look at what is this shit? Oh my God, anime. It's on Netflix, guys. What are we gonna do? Oh my God, like. There's a lot of Christians in the world, okay? There's a lot. So I'm not talking about all of them, right? I'm talking about the ones who look at, like, Harry Potter and they're like, oh my God, it's the devil! I think we're gonna be okay, guys. I think we're gonna be okay. So yeah, I saw this and I'm like, it's anime exposed. And then it goes to this, like, fucked up animation and I'm like, yeah. Maybe you need to be exposed for your shit animation. I don't know. Welcome. So, I'm trying to get my video up. Yes, let's see. Anime. I should put the dark truth about it. The shocking truth about anime. Animes. Dark. Truth, how about that? Ah, that's funny. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and end. Oh, I was gonna say end this. Start this early. I already ended the other vlog. So yeah. Get my video up. I need to vacuum. I put patches, lidocaine patches on my back because it's hurting. Because I want to vacuum. I want to vacuum the living room, the room. I want to start picking up because I want to start going through everything and organizing And I want to go through, like, my closets and stuff and get rid of all the things that I don't need or don't need to donate or whatever, you know, or give away to friends and stuff. So I don't have a lot of things because after we moved from being house squatters, and we moved a lot when I was younger. So, like, I've kind of learned to kind of, you know, compact my life. And so, like, I do like going through every couple months and trying to get rid of, like, I don't need, or if I have garbage, like, boxes or something, you know, or, like, because sometimes I keep the boxes for things just in case they go bad, you know, like for electronics or heating pads or something, if I need to return it. And then I don't throw them away. They just sit there with the warranty in them. So I need to go through my shelves and make sure I get rid of all the little electronic boxes that I've kept like that. And keep my allergies. So I got my fireplace up. That's nice. So yeah. Oh, another day, right? Another day. Foodie Beauty was out driving around earlier. Scary. Yeah. Yeah. One other thing. If any Kendrick Lamar fans or anybody who knows, like, that community real well, I've been looking at Squabble Up and the lyrics, and I think there's a part in it where there's something to decode, but I can't find anybody on Reddit or anything that has decoded it yet. And I almost think that, like, because there's one part where the girls are dancing in front of the background that looks like one of the backgrounds my cousin took a picture with Drake with when she dated him. That background. And there's 5 girls. And in one part they do this, like this to the camera, 3 of them. And I thought, like, well, that's like when you're playing charades and it sounds like. And so I thought, well, maybe the lyrics that are being said there sounds like, I think Squabble Up is actually Lawyer Up. I think that's that. And then there's a part in the song where it goes, hold up, where are you from? I think that's actually supposed to be pulled up, Florida. See what I'm saying? Now, the second line after that, where it says, bye bitch, I'm finna go dumb. I don't know what bye bitch is, but I think I finna go dumb is I'm gonna tell them. And then it goes sideways, bug skunk. I think bug skunk is bump stock for the pew pew that was used to pew pew X when he was schmurdered. You see what I'm getting at? He was schmurdered in Florida. They pulled up on him in Florida. And then it goes, fever, I'm on 1. I think that's forever, I'm number 1. And then it goes, thunk, 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 thunk. It says thunk 5 times. 5. I think that's supposed to be think. And I think the 5 represents something. Now, I have seen a lot of angel numbers, magic numbers or whatever in Kendrick Lamar's work. And in the videos he's uploaded. So, yeah. Do that as you may. And then after that it goes, quick pro quo. No, and then it goes, baby rockin' it. I don't know what that means yet. If it does. And then it goes, quick pro quo, because I know that you're clocking it. So I think that has to do with the lines I just read you. Any Kendrick Lamar fans, please help me crowdsource this, because I do think this is something here. I think Squabble Up is Lawyer Up. And he did. Right after all that dropped, Drake lawyered up. He got a lawyer and filed a thing, but he lawyered up. He did. Pulled up, hold up, where are you from? I think that's pulled up, Florida. And it's following the syllables, you know. Sideways, I don't know what that is. But bunk, skunk is bump stock. And fever, I'm on 1 is forever, I'm number 1. And in Man in the Garden, there is a part where Kendrick whispers that I deserve all the love. And he's right, he does deserve, King Kendrick deserves all the love for giving me Warrior Up. Squabble Up, I mean. Please help me, guys. Please help me crowdsource this. Please. Please. I don't know the community. It's not my community. Help. Help, please. Help. I'm trying. So, yeah, I'm going to get my video up. Drink some more coffee. I'm going to be triggering Christians that don't like anime today. Yesterday, it was Beyonce fans. Before that, it was men that hate women like Andrew Schultz. Who else could Desert Mermaid, aka Keisha, trigger? Well, it's only 1:38 right now, guys. The day's still early. Have I got to cleaning yet? No. Focus camera, Jesus Christ. It's having trouble focusing during Vlogmas. Okay, I'm fine doing Vlogmas, but apparently my camera's the one who's having the issues. Hi. So, movie of the day, and I'll link it, The King of Comedy. We've been talking a lot about the hero's journey and whatnot, and there's a talk by Alan Watts. I'll remember to link as well. I'll do a playlist, and I'll link this movie, and I'll link that. And he talks a lot about this idea of the Joker, and how the Joker, and what got me thinking about this was listening to GNX, of course, because that's like one of the few things I've been listening to, other than working on my own, like, fiddly diddly ding beats, right? So one part they mentioned, like, I feel like one of the rappers, I forget his name, but I feel like Joker, right? And it got me thinking about, like, the whole hero's journey, and then this idea of the Joker. And in life, and in a lot of, like, psychology, forget who it was. Was it Manly P. Hall that came up with the idea of the Joker? And I don't mean, like, the Joker as in, sorry, I got the fluff on my nose. I'm not digging, it's just itchy because the fluff. But not the Joker movies, not the villain, but like the Joker. And the Joker is considered the villain, right? In traditional media today, right? Not that, put the Joker. I'm like, not the Joker, the Joker. Who was it? Was it Carl Jung? Carl Jung's theory of the Joker. So we've talked about him, right? And how he didn't like personality tests. He was a psychologist. He's very influential. He had this whole idea of the Joker. And that the Joker represents a lot of, like, humor and stuff, because we think of, like, a clown, haha, Joker, right? But the Joker also represents, like, the unexpected, and kind of the whole idea of a court gesture back in the day during the court gesture would make fun of the king and the queen and everybody around them, right? And that was, like, the one person who was allowed to kind of, like, crack jokes at the king and whatnot, the Joker. And one thing Alan Watts explains is that the reason why the Joker was allowed to do that and around, because the Joker was kind of letting the king know, you're a normal person still. It's not a pew-pew, that's my air freshener. That you're normal. You're not above everybody else. And so kind of cracking jokes at the king was the way of bringing the Joker down. And a lot of times when people make fun of certain celebrities, like in today's society, the king and the queen, they get labeled as a villain and whatnot. Like, for a longest time, let's take, for example, Kendrick and Drake, because we've been doing that. Drake was labeled the, you know, on top. He was the king of hip-hop right now. I don't know how, and all this shit, and he was on top, and #1 this and that and whatever. And when people, Kendrick, started doing diss tracks and, you know, pointing out, no, I can be the best and all that. Like, what makes you the best? Your fake numbers? I actually work on my craft. What do you do? I'm at home working. I'm in love with my art. You could give a shit about your art. Like, if you took Drake's career and Kendrick's career and compared the two like they were relationships, Drake would be an asshole to his girl, right? He would cheat all the time. It would be a fakest relationship ever. Kendrick's little old couple that's gonna be together forever, you know, meaningful, good memories, good times, intimacy, love, real things, where Drake doesn't have anything real. It's dead. Yeah. So Kendrick got labeled as a villain because Drake was on top, and even there's still people who are simping for Drake, like, why are you gonna hate on Drake? It's because he's better. No, nobody is above being criticized when they're acting arrogant and their ego gets so out of control that they're paying people money to unalive other people allegedly. And then make a music video about it to make fun of it, which is disgusting and sick, Drake. I've been trying to decode this. I think I might know what's going on, which there's some websites that show the lyrics differently. Like I said, I need help. I need some crowdsourcing here with this song. I need help. I need some Kendrick experts to help me. But he got labeled a villain. And like the Joker, you know what I mean? And pop it out and boo. And well, a lot of times the Joker is around, like Alan Watts said, to let people like Drake know that you're not above everybody else. You don't get to go make decisions who is unalived or not. That is not your decision, Drake, to do. You don't get to just hire people to unalive other people. You are human. You are not above everybody else. Look at what happened with P. Diddy. He thought he was on top forever. And where is he at now? He is hoping that he can train the roaches and the rats and the maggots, because that's the one thing, like, they were reading it and it was like roaches, rats, maggots, and they said it like maggots, like scary maggots. So he's hoping he can train the maggots and the rats and the roaches to go a couple cells down and get him a cookie. It's not happening, guys. It's not happening. He's not getting that cookie. He's not getting the roaches to get a cookie for him. It's not happening. He's not getting out of prison. He's not in anymore. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia moved to Europe. Shit's getting real around here, okay? They didn't just move to Europe because of Trump. Why didn't they move the last time he was president? I'm waiting for an answer. Sorry, my ear is itchy, but no answer? Yeah. Because it's BS. It's BS. There's another reason why they moved to Europe, and it was to escape extradition. Allegedly, it's whatever. You know, I told you, 2025 is not here yet. 2024 is not over, okay? And 2025 is going to be different, okay? Everybody thinks that when the calendar year ends, all of the bad stuff ends, and we're just going to start off with a fresh slate. No, all this shit is going to ring right into 2025, because a lot of these people on top, like Drake, who think they're a king and a queen and untouchable, haven't done shit. They haven't done anything. The Joker's done the hero's journey. He's done it over and over again, and that's why he's realized this is all a game. None of this is real, and this isn't serious. There's a Jim Carrey clip I will link for you where he's like walking up to this host, and he's at the Icon Awards, and she's like, oh, hey, you're here at the Icon Awards, and what do you have to say about that? And he's like, icons? He's like, none of this is real. And she's like, what, like, icons? You know, people being bold and inspiring others? And he's like, that's a joke. Those icons are, none of this is real. Like, and he was pointing out how, like, contrived those award shows really are, because they're fake, they're PR, they're bought. He did go into some metaphysical shit, which made him sound like he was a little off and loopy. But really, he was talking about how that award show was bullshit. It was bullshit. I'm not editing that out. We all cough, goddammit. Villains cough. So. Oh, I can hear the birds outside. That's nice. So, yeah. Still have not gotten to vacuuming. My back hurts. I put a patch on it. It's not kicking in. I don't know. I'll probably end up doing it in a little bit. Yeah. Trying to decide what pose I want to do for my girl. I was just looking at it. I think I'm going to just slightly, like, move her head, like, this way. So then I don't have to really change the body as much. Because, yeah, when we move and we twist, our body, the rest of our body changes. So it's like I also have to change other little tweaks. Because you shift your weight around when you move. That was one of the things I was learning in my art book. And I got to pull out. Is that a lot of, like, our body, like, drawing someone also has to do with, like, where their center of gravity is when they're standing and stuff. It's really interesting and fun. I'm kind of getting a little, like, excited talking about it and stuff. So maybe we'll pull out ye old art book later and do some lessons and whatnot. And maybe that'll help me decide where I'm going to go with this. Because I do like the idea that it's just kind of like, I'm kind of slightly stepping into animation, but not really, you know, like just slightly animating some stuff, you know. I feel like when I watch a lot of anime, they show like short, like 1 or 2 second clips or short, like couple second frames, you know, like a little bit of frame, and then they don't have to do as much animating in that, you know what I mean? So it's just different scenes, and that's why you'll see like food shots and stuff. Those are easy to show. You might not have to animate it as much, and yeah. So, chit chat, jibber jabber, right? Cheers to that, guys. What does this mean? What does it mean? What does this mean? No, where are the lyrics? Ah! Okay, like, I see the lyrics different ways now. Like, I hear something different. I don't hear these words. And then I go and look at the lyrics on other websites, and people have them as something else. So, I don't know. I'm confused. Sometimes bye bitch is my bitch. So, I don't know. I need help. I need to crowdsource. And then I gotta know why the one girl has 2 phones. What's with the cell phones? Didn't someone have a cell phone and they not like us when they're dancing? And that the shipping container lot, allegedly, you know, where that stock fell off the truck, allegedly. What's going on there? I'm confused. I have notes. I have questions. I'm sitting here going, what rhymes with thunk? Thunk, 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 thunk. I'm sitting in my living room saying thunk over and over again, and I'm like, I think that's think. I think it's think. I'm saying I'm finna go dumb. And I'm like going over it. I'm like, finna go dumb. Finna go dumb. I'm number 1. I'm going, hole up. Where are you from? And I'm like, hole up. Pulled up. Where are you from? Where are you from? Where? Florida is where X got his life taken from him tragically. Like, holy crap. And then I'm looking at websites and the words are totally different. And then I'm like using those words and I'm like, is there something there? I need to know what he's saying in the video. Do we know? Can we get an official, like, the lyrics? Because... Quick pro quo, I'm trying to clock it. I'm trying to clock it, King Kendrick. But the court jester over here needs help. Welcome to the day. So this battery's at half, hopefully. We're just going to run it till it's dead. Till it's unalived. Till the battery is unalived here. And then I'll switch it out or whatever. So, hi. Welcome. Yes, it is noon. I think Patrick's lunch is later, so... yeah, I'm riding the struggle bus. It is cold. Farmer's Almanac, guys, was right. Bad winter is coming. And it said, it forecasted it was going to be a wet and cold winter. And guess what? It's already here. Oh, they're seeing more of those drones. You guys been seeing what I've been posting on my community tab? Those drone sightings in New Jersey. I have a bad feeling that Friday the 13th, we're going to find out what those are. China, and I hope I'm really, really wrong. I hope I'm wrong and I'm just crazy right now, okay? But China, about a month or two ago, unveiled drones, flying drones, that a person can fly themselves, and they fit in the back of what looks like a Cybertruck. Now that's what, now remember, anything that any company in China puts out, China's the Chinese government gets to have, right? Anything that the Chinese government puts out commercially, that where we can buy it, they're gonna have something that's 100 times better. That's the way they are. Remember what I said about the whole, when Google pissed off China? Remember that? Like, they pissed off China, like, years ago. Like, this whole thing between the U.S. government and China, like, relations were getting better. But when it came to, like, the internet and algorithms and technology and stuff, remember, China censors their internet a lot. And Google was trying to go in there, and so they could expand out their, you know, business and whatnot. And one of the ways they wanted to kind of prove to China, like, look, we have great technology and all that, was they're like, look, we're going to train one of our AI algorithms to play Chinese Go. One of the most, like, complicated, like, it's got the most, like, combinations of moves you can make because of all the little things and stuff. It's a complicated game, right? The number one Go player in the world is from China. So Google had their AI computer play this guy, and he lost. And when he lost, China took that as a blow. They took that as the U.S., not Google, the U.S., dissing them and saying, look how much smarter we are. Look how much our technology was. And China responded by saying, you think you're slick, motherfuckers? Well, guess what? We're going to be AI ready by 2025. We're going to have better technology by 2025. Get ready. That's why TikTok is so good. That's a Chinese company. Their facial recognition is better. Did you know that on TikTok, statistically, black people do better on TikTok? Because Google, their facial recognition, like I've showed you on my channel where it recognizes faces. It doesn't recognize dark skin colors. But China, one of the ways they got all of their images for their data sets, they don't use US data sets like ImageNet and stuff. I don't think China's used those. They have their own. They went into small African countries and they were buying up pieces of land and putting surveillance and taking those people who live in these countries' images from their surveillance and stuff like that and feeding it into their algorithms. So they have a lot more, you know, people with darker skin tones in their data sets, and that's why their algorithms work better over on TikTok. That's just a side tangent. Oh, this is gonna die. Un momento. Okie dokie. So yeah, their algorithms are a lot better than ours. So, yeah. God, I am a mess today. I'm gonna try and attempt to clean. I just, yeah, hopped in the shower, rinsed off and all that crap. And I was like, I'll do my hair later. Yeah, it's cold today. It's cold today. So yeah, China is a lot more advanced, and we've pissed them off in a lot of different ways. They unveiled this freaking drone that someone can fly that fits into the back of a Cybertruck. Like, think about this. We had all those backups and like all those the shipping cars and stuff into the United States. Well, when they shipped those into the like Long Beach and shit like that, I was thinking that because of the whole Long Beach thing and Drake, but I was remembering, you know, like how they ship cars in and stuff. Well, you could be putting drones in those cars and shipping them over, you know, and then unloading them for like an invasion. And then, not to freak you out, but I was thinking all this week, I go, this is weird, you know, we had that Chinese spy balloon, and then, which I made a t-shirt of, which is funny, but, that's a side tangent. We had that Chinese spy balloon, and now we have the drones over New Jersey and, you know, other military installations. And I was thinking, like, oh, well, this could be China, you know, like, because China's been doing a lot of shit here lately. Well, they caught a Chinese national who was flying a drone over a military base in Northern California, leaving the country with the footage and stuff. He flew a drone over this installation. They didn't say what size of the drone it was that he flew over this, but they caught him, and he was a Chinese national. The other thing that I saw, like, it was like last year. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I talked to Patrick for a little bit. I was just, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I was mumbling on about Chinese invading. I don't know. I hope I'm just crazy, right? You guys probably are like, you're crazy, which I'm just not remembering. Let's plug these in so it's more Christmassy aesthetic. Ah, it's Vlogmas. No. Anyway, so yeah. I was remembering also this Friday the 13th, Farmer's Almanac says that it's Taylor Swift's birthday. And I was joking with Patrick, I was like, you know, Farmer's Almanac, they know what's up. They know a lot about, like, astrology and shit like that. Like, and I'm like, if they're pointing out that Taylor Swift's birthday is this Friday, like, it must be important that it's her birthday. So, happy early birthday to Taylor Swift. Yeah. Yeah, and then we were still talking about how we couldn't believe Drake filed that stuff on Mercury retrograde. But yeah, it's going on about Chinese and the international and all that. I know. Side tangent. And then also, too, I'm going to link The King of Comedy. I really hope I wasn't calling the movie The Joker. But the new Joker, the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix was actually, they loosely based it off of the King of Comedy. And the King of Comedy is really the anti-hero. And watch till the end, because at the end, the whole premise is, the King of Comedy, there's a guy who's trying to be a comedian. And he's trying to break in. And he's kind of crazy, right? Like, kind of how I'm crazy, right? And he eventually kidnaps, now I'm not this crazy, like, this is, and plus, that's a lot. He kidnaps this guy who, Jerry Lewis, who has the Jerry Langford, it's like a Tonight Show. Philip. He just hopped up here. Anyways, so yeah, he's like, it's like a Tonight Show. Jerry Lewis is like a Tonight Show host, like, one of those, you know, those types of things, right? Like a Jay Leno, right? And so, this guy, Rupert Pupkin, who thinks that if he can get on Jerry's show, he could be the next King of Comedy. And So he tries to get him in there, and you see this guy in several parts having these like imaginary conversations in his head with Jerry, like they're buddies, and Jerry's trying to get him on the show and all this stuff, and he's telling this one girl, I know Jerry, and I know all these people, and there's one part where he's like, you see that autograph? That's Woody Allen. I know him, and I'm like, that's not a flex, Rupert Pupkin, that's not a flex anymore. So he eventually kidnaps Jerry Lewis with this other girl who's been stalking Jerry. That's freaking funny. I forget her name, but she's on Bravo a lot. She's one of Andy Cohen's friends. Crap! It's like on the tip of my tongue. I don't remember anyways, but she's like another comedian. She's in it, and so he says, I won't give you guys back Jerry until you put me on the show. Let me do my little thing on the show and then air the show. And so he does this. He gets on this Jerry show, fills in for him, and then has it air. And he just wanted to go to the bar where this girl that he liked in high school worked. And he wanted her to see him on the Jerry, Tonight Show, just to prove that, look, I did make something of myself. And he ends up going to jail in the end, and you'll see where it shows that he ends up getting a book deal, and he ends up getting his own show. And he has a book called, he puts out a book while he's in prison called King for a Night. And then when he gets out of prison, he gets his own show. And it's kind of like this whole, the guy was crazy, literally living in his mom's basement, riding the bus, telling people, I'm at my office, but his office is really a payphone. And, yeah, and so that's the whole idea of the Joker kind of type deal, in a way. This guy, thought he was worth being on this show, and everybody was telling him no, and yeah, he ended up kidnapping someone and going to jail, prison, but he came out a celebrity in the end. He came out on top in the end. It's just really, it's a weird hero's journey, in a way. It's like the anti-hero's journey, the villain's journey. The villain's journey. Yes, today we're going to talk about the villain's journey. The villain's journey. So the King of Comedy. I will have a playlist. I also put some Alan Watts about the Joker. I put some of my favorite, there's some chill step mix I really like that has Alan Watts talking. One about the Tao. And I forget what the other one was that I put in there. But yeah, I really like listening to Alan Watts over some of this chill step type music while I'm working on art and stuff, and then start thinking about things. When I listen to Squabble Up, and I'm like, this has to be Lawyer Up. It's Lawyer Up, right? Not Squabble Up, right? I'm trying to clock it. Quid pro quo. Desert Mermaid, Keisha, aka Clarice Starling, is trying to clock it over here. Trying. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Think, 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 think. I don't know. I need help. I need some people who know more about Kendrick lore than I know. I don't know shit. And so I need help. I love puzzles and stuff like this. It's fun. It's fun. That's like when I used to listen to Tupac. Back a long time ago, in the early 10s. 18, 17. I remember telling Patrick, we had this joke that I wasn't allowed to listen to Tupac by myself, because then you start listening to what he's saying in the music, and then you go down a dark rabbit hole, and you're done. And I start Googling. I remember I used to listen to Pac stuff, and I would be like, wait a minute. And then I'm Googling things, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's how I feel about Kendrick's music. It's nice. It's like, it just, feels good, right? So, yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna go so I can edit this. Yeah, I know. Vlogmas has been kind of because like my disability is really getting to me and whatnot, but we still have a life. We still do shit inside, right? We still are getting it, you know, like and it's nice. I have my art too, you know. I'm gonna work on more of that today, I think. I really want to clean. I really want to clean, but my back, I hate this. I hate this weather so much. Let's check it out before I go real quick. Let's see. I know. The weather here. What's the weather like where you are? Let me know. Let's see. Well, it's cloudy here. It's going to be cloudy all day. The high is 67 degrees, which I don't mind that. I don't mind it. Like, 30% pressure. The pressure is what gets me down here. It's the pressure, so yes. That's why I'm not feeling good. I wanted to clean yesterday. I wanted to do the vacuuming yesterday, as you guys know. My mom was like, just wait. It's okay if you don't feel good. You can do it tomorrow or the next day. Patrick and my mom are just so nice because I'm always like, I will always have a list of things I have to get done that I'm just always trying to try to get done, like thudding, you know, when you're like trying to put one foot in front of the other, but it's hard and you're like dragging yourself. Like, yeah, that's me. But that's okay. That's okay. That's my life and this journey, this road of mine, I'm gonna be dragging myself, and that's okay. That's okay. It's easier to stop and smell the flowers along the road that way and see the scenery, so. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing good. You're safe. Yeah, being safe, because there's some crazies out there right now. And, yeah. I love you, and, yeah, and I really hope I'm wrong about China, and I'm just crazy. Like, I'm not one of those people, I'm not one of those political people, as you know, but, like, I saw those flying cars, and I was like, hold up. Anyway, so, yeah. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one, because it's Vlogmas!